Hey, what's up, peeps? Angel here. Friday, August 26, 2016. It's Friday! The weekend is here, finally, for the kids, and of course, not for my wife and me. My wife works on weekends, and I gotta stay with the little guys, so gotta do what we gotta do. But what can I tell you? Good day today. It was pretty nice. It just rained around 4-ish, but otherwise, it was a very nice day. Last night, my wife had a blast with the ladies from church. At the cookie place, they play games and build up cookies. It was very nice just to have that time for her. Otherwise, it was very nice. I'd stay with the kids and hang out with them a little bit, be with the little guy left and right, and finish a project for school. And I got one more project to do that I got to finish before tomorrow. But otherwise, today was very nice. Not so bad at work. I had to do extra work because the MA was not there. But hey, we're still going, and we're still blessed. So it's a normal day. I came back home, and my son's godparents, Pierre St-Cyr and their boy, were here, and it was a good time. We just had a good time. They just left. We had some pizza and play some games. The kids were playing a game called Rayman, and it's a little guy, looks like Mario Brothers or Sonic, but it's kind of like on steroids, I say, because there's like more stuff to do and they have like a bunch of characters. But you go in linears, like left and right, up and down, and pretty much, like I said, it's pretty cool. And then we were able to play the Star Wars Xbox game, the Battlefront or something like that, and that was pretty cool. Just connecting, having some fellowship time with the kids, and Jason and I play a little bit, and just fun times. But to all, I mean, the highlight for today, throughout for me and my wife, especially for my wife, is that my father-in-law, Mr. Pierre St-Cyr, he passed away actually 6 months ago to this day, 26th of February, and also today would have been Melly and Pierre's 34th anniversary, so it's very special for the family, a little sad for the family as well, but we lost a great man, a great man. Pierre was, tell you a small story about him. He was an orphan. He went from foster care to foster care. He was born in Montreal, Canada, in the French side, so he knew French, and he was in the Navy, and he was a good man. He was a great man. He knew like 4 languages, and he kind of talked like Arnold Schwarzenegger because he couldn't talk pretty well some of the languages altogether, but he loved cars. He was a mechanic for NHRA cars, alcohol cars, and he had like a 7-Up and Bacardi and Budweiser cars. I mean, he was sponsor left and right, Western Auto, and everything. This guy he still has records in Puerto Rico that I don't think they've even been broken. But even though he was really good with his hands, talking about he could weld anything, he could make anything out of nothing. It's unbelievable what he could build, what he could make. I don't have that kind of talent. He had that kind of gift, and he used to call me Mr. Push Button, because he will call me to his house every single time he had a problem, even with a controller on the TV, what kind of button to push, or with the computers and stuff like that, and I was always there to help him out. But he was there to help us out always with anything that he can get his hands on and build it from the core, or destroy a furniture and then get it going. He was unbelievable. He was a loving man. He loved, his favorite dog was the German Shepherd. He loved animals. I think the only animal he didn't like was an armadillo. But it was because with his fist, and his fist was like 3 times bigger than mine, He looked like Hulk Hogan, really. He was like 6'4", 6'3", 250, you know what I'm talking about. Big guy. And with his own fist, he hit an armadillo right on the shell and broke him in half. That's how big the guy was and how crazy he was. He was red in here for months. He had to get gel and stuff like that because of the stuff. He has plenty of other stories that I can tell you about. But those are some of the highlights that that guy did. But one of the biggest things that I can tell you from Pierre is that he was in love with his family. Not having a family when he was young and when he was a kid, he always had a heart for his family. A heart for his first 3 daughters, and he had a heart for his 2 other kids with Melly, with my wife and PJ. And he loved his wife. He loved his wife with all his heart. And he loved his grandkids like crazy. And for me, from my perspective, I'm blessed that he was able to be at least in 2 of my kids' life. I wish that he would have been here to see my little boy being born, at least to see him. But one life goes and one life is created. It happened with my grandpa too. My grandpa Cheo, he wanted, when we talked in Thanksgiving in 2005, all he wanted was to meet his first grandchild, great-grandchild. And he was not able to meet my daughter because he passed away 7 days before. But thinking about it, you know, a life goes and a life is created. We can't overpopulate this earth, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I was able to be in the path of Pierre St-Cyr. I love him very much. He was a father figure to me. He was a lot to me. He teach me a lot of things and that my dad was not able to teach me. And today's a sad day. But in sadness, I celebrate the life of Pierre St-Cyr tonight in this short message. He was a great dad. He was a great husband. He was a great grandpa. And we dearly miss him. And I hope that he can actually see this video today. To all of you, if you have that person, that loved one, cherish their life. If they're not with you, cherish them. Because you never know. You never know when they're going to be with Jesus. I love you all. I hope you guys have a beautiful night tonight. Have a great weekend and be safe.